Hey everyone, and welcome in or welcome back. It's a MonkieMar. Before we get into today's video, please make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications. Hey guys, I know it's been a while. I got my new router. I will talk about that in my live. Let's leave the videos to the cases. Desperate search for missing a 19-year-old in Box Elder. After doing research, Kaz and I, not only did we find out that there's one missing 19-year-old out of Box Elder County, but there is two. And with that, guys, let's get into it. Oh shit, it's been a while. I'm sitting here thinking, like, how in the world do you even push that record button and pause it? So this first article that I'm going to read is regarding Dylan Rounds. He is the 19-year-old that went missing last Saturday. He lives in Lucin, Utah. He's a farmer, has some land out there, seeds. He went to Montello, Nevada to have dinner because that's about 20 miles away, and I'll show you guys on map. That is the only place closest to him to ride to get food, drinks, groceries, a drink, whatever. When I tell you this place is desolate, this place is desolate. So he hasn't been heard from. They don't know if he went missing in Montello, Nevada, or if he went missing in Lucin, Utah, but they are looking for him. Box Elder County, Utah. A mother is growing increasingly desperate for answers in the search for her 19-year-old son, as search and rescue crews ramp up their efforts to find the teen who went missing in a small town in Box Elder County last week. Dylan Rounds, 19, is originally from eastern Idaho, but has spent the last 3 years off and on living in Lucin, Utah, near the Nevada border. He just vanished, said Dylan's mom, Candace Cooley, and somebody somewhere out there knows something. Cooley says the family is offering a $20,000 reward for information leading to her son. She says he is a farmer who often travels to the 600-plus acre family property in Lucin by himself, spending all his time and energy working the land to produce crops. Cooley said he was last seen on May 25th and last heard from on Saturday, May 28th. That right there does not make sense to me. Now I'm starting to have... There's some parts in this story that are definitely... someone's wrong someplace. They just don't add up. So Cooley said he was last seen on May 25th and last heard from on Saturday, May 28th. So I guess on Saturday was the day he was going to call his grandma back. He didn't call her back, and supposedly I thought Saturday night he was seen at the bar in Montello. But if he was last seen on May 25th, that would have been a Wednesday. Yeah, see, something's just not adding up. He told his grandma he would call her back later that day, but he never did. So the family got worried when no one heard from him on Monday. They notified the Box Elder Sheriff's Office that he was missing. She said the last few days have been torture. Cooley said she and her other family members are in Lucin, searching in the area in side-by-sides, talking to locals, desperately looking for information that may lead them to Dylan. We know something happened, Cooley said. Dylan did not go somewhere, and Dylan did not leave his place willingly. We have come to the conclusion his pickup truck is here, all his belongings, everything. It's like he just vanished. Cooley said some have suggested he may have run off, but she said that's not in his character, and she suspects foul play. Chief Deputy Kate Palmer with the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office told KSL they were notified Dylan was missing on Monday. Volunteer search and rescue crews searched the area around his home on Monday and Tuesday. Palmer said detectives followed up on leads on Wednesday and Thursday and came out without any new direction on his whereabouts. He says there is no evidence of foul play at this point, adding that one thing suspicious is that after 4 days they have new information. There's a lot to this as far as his truck being power washed, the doors being locked, which was unusual for Dylan to leave his car locked. His boots were found 5 miles away. I'm going to attach a video in the description to where his mother gives about a 28-minute interview. We're also going to go over that interview in my next live. And then Palmer just goes on to say that Palmer said crews would be ramping up their search again on Friday, which is today, with assistance from the Utah Department of Public Safety helicopter. If you have any information about this missing persons case, you can contact Box Elder Sheriff's Office. Heavy D Sparks was out there. He flew the helicopter out. I'm going to attach the link to his video as well to look for some disturbances in the land. He sat down and talked with the parents, and just very strange. There was a run-in with a man that wanted Dylan to give him a ride. Dylan had told him no. There was a rumor that this man was in Montello, is where he lived. He was looking for Dylan, and supposedly he got a ride over to Dylan's camper. But then you have his family saying that he's been cleared. The police say he's been cleared. So that is definitely not the case. Heavy D Sparks said basically the only thing out there are farmers and meth heads and nothing in between. I'm going to show you guys on map. But let's get in real quick and touch on this other 19-year-old that is missing from Box Elder. This article was actually dropped on June 8th, 2022, which is 2 days ago. I'm not going to touch on the whole article. I am just going to touch on the second man, Aidan Clune, who is missing. Rewards offered for finding 2 young men. So we know about Dylan Rounds. So Dylan Rounds, 19, was reported missing from Lucin, Utah on May 25th. Aidan Clune of Sonoma County, California, has been missing since April 27th. The sheriff's office posted an update Wednesday on the Rounds case, expressing appreciation for the outreach from the community with tips and questions. So here you'll see where they contradict a little bit. So Rounds was last seen at a bar in Montello, a remote Elko County community about 30 miles west of Lucin, Utah. According to Fox 13 News in Salt Lake City, the station reported that his boots were found 5 miles west of his camper, and both the Box Elder County Sheriff's Department and Weber County Search and Rescue searched the area last week. Alright, let's get into this part about Aidan Clune. So Aidan Clune traveled from California to Utah on April 26, 2022, then drove back to Nevada and drove south on Highway 93 the following day. He parked his pickup truck on the shoulder and wandered into the remote area about 10 miles north of Curry. Searchers from multiple agencies and volunteers combed a wide area in southern Elko County for more than 3 weeks before suspending the effort. We will continue the investigation into his disappearance until the case is solved, the sheriff's office said on May 24. Clune's mother has been raising money for a reward, according to the Sonoma Index Tribune. The fund has topped $8,000 as of Wednesday, according to Bring Aidan Clune homepage on GoFundMe.com. So we've got Clune on the left, Dylan on the right, and there's Clune, and there's Dylan. Do I think they have anything to do with the fact that they're both missing from the same county? No. Do I think the Elko County Sheriff's Office is being absolutely shitty, especially if it is true what they did with his boots when they found them? But we'll go over all of the small stuff in the live. But let me just go ahead, guys, and show you the area on map real fast where he went missing. You cannot make it up how desolate it is. But there's a lot involved, and a lot of stories that one person says that another person says that absolutely doesn't add up, and then you hear it again and they change their mind. But to find his boots 5 miles away. So I'm going to end it with map, and then I'm going to play a little bit of the video of his mom speaking at the area where he went missing. We are still in the process of trying to find the exact address of this farm. One of the news stations said that Dylan lived in this area, right over the Nevada line, a little bit to the south of the 30. So I found that area. I found the records. We'll go over all of that in the live. But a girl owns that property area. So it's just weird. Let's have a look at maps where this kid went missing. Can't make this up. So he was supposedly last seen over here in Montello, Nevada, at this little bar, Saddle Sore Bar, right here. Look at that place. So that's where he was last seen. This is like, Lucin, they say it's an abandoned railroad deal. So he drove to Montello. 233, it turns into the 30 when it crosses the Utah line. And if you look at the picture coming over the line, and you can see that little mark right here, which resembles the picture. So they're putting him at living right about here. I don't see anything out here. I do see this area. You can see there's roads, farm, but this is owned by a Lisa. A lot of this property is owned by Lisa. So that's where we're at. We are going to see where this story goes. A lot of weird stuff going on out here. And I am going to end this video on the very little part of Heavy D Sparks where his mom is talking about the boots that they found, and I'm also going to attach that video with his mom. I think it's about a 28-30 minute video, and after that video plays, guys, I am going to wrap it up. It's good to be back, guys. It has definitely been a while, and I hope to see you guys in the next live. And no, Lena Sardar, kill baby girl, we have not forgotten about you. We will be discussing you as well.
I'm Candace. I'm Mom. This is my husband, Mike.
Mike. Nice to meet you guys. I'm sorry.
I know, this sucks.
That sucks.
We know he's out here.
This was the close guy. There's a shop up here, and that's where he was supposed to leave from. And behind that shop, that's where we found his boots.
Yeah, we found his boots. Shop.
Yep.
So that's where Dylan, last we heard from Dylan, he was going in to park his grain truck, his seed truck, so that it didn't get rained on. That was like 7:30 Saturday morning, and then he said he calls Grandma right back, and then she never.
That was Saturday morning?
That was Saturday morning, and so we figured he took off across the desert walking back to his camper, because that's nothing unusual for him.
How far's his camper from there? The most to do with it?
5 miles. The ones that are right here, the one that lives up here, and the one that was helping him.
The old grumpy guy over here?
The old grumpy guy, and then...
They were actually working for Dylan.
Yeah.
And I don't think they, like taking orders from a 19-year-old to begin with, so...
Yeah.
And he's not talking to anybody, not cooperating with...
He talks.
He talks, but it's just...
Doesn't give him much information.
No, it's no information.
Come in the morning, see what our plan is, and then give us a few hints on where to go, and we spend all day